Coaches, Rick Stewart with AllAccessCoaching.com. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below so we can let you know when new content's been uploaded.
While we run the power sweep, it covers all the gaps. Fullback is a good blocker, puts him in the play. That's the whole thing. If your fullback can't block very good, this play's not as good play. It's better to run the buck sweep where he just fills backside A, and you don't have to worry about him kicking a person out. We ran this against certain teams. We knew that blitzed a whole bunch, and that would just make sure they didn't come through A gap or B gap or one of the gaps when you're blocking down and kicking out. Sometimes somebody squeezes through there. This way kind of closes all those gaps up. It sets up other play action passes too. We run a roll pass out of that same action. So teams don't know if it's the power sweep or if we're running the roll pass. So puts them in a bind. So anything we do, there's a play action pass out of it. So it keeps people from loading the ball up, but also trying to take advantage of what we're doing. I don't mind throwing the ball. And so I in the last session here, I did the waggle and the roll pass. And so you got to see that. And now here we're going to get to do this. And I run the power sweep to both sides. And I feel like it's a good advantage and go from there. All right, here we go. All right, guys, this is our set we run it out of. So it's just like your basic slot split with the tight and the wing. And so you kind of see what we look like right here, guys. We run it either way. So we're going to get into some of the blocking. And then we also run it with the two tights. As you can see here, and we'll shift and run it different ways, but we'll run it just like this too. Here's a team that won state title this year, and this is one of the reasons we ran it. As you guys can see here, they got all 11 men within 5 yards of the ball, and they're bringing them every play. Okay. Center messed up there. Center's supposed to block back. He knows it too. See, and our halfback didn't read it. Fullback actually does a good job of kicking out. There's the running lane. But he still gets probably 10, 15 yards. He was just a good running back. Now let me go to the end zone copy. We are actually an unbalanced here. That means we had the split in on the same side. You see the blocking now. Everybody's blocking down. The wingback does a great job. Look at him get his head across. Boom. That is great. The reason this play looks so good is because of him. If your wingback can't block, man, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. Boom. In all reality, if he'd have cut up, he'd have to beat one guy. And still he has to beat one guy. Splinter ran to take off, and that's why that kid was there. He's got to break down and see that better. Okay, here's going to the other side to the field. Same play. Everybody's blocking down. Center blocked wrong again. Our center, for some reason, went brain dead that night. He's one of our better players. He's supposed to be blocking this guy. That's one reason we ran it. So you got to – I remember grading the film going, what were you doing? He goes, I don't know. He's so used to the buck sweep that when you run the power sweep, sometimes they mess up. Here it is on the goal line. It's really good on the goal line. I tell you what, we checked this on the goal line. In fact, our quarterback has free rights to check anytime. If you think there's a play that's not good, then we check, and we work on that during the week. Well, on Wednesday, we'll have our risk coaches on, and he'll come up the line. If they're lined up some funky defense, he'll call, he has 5 or 6 checks he can go to based on alignment. And it's mainly our base plays, because I don't want to do plays we don't run a whole bunch of and to check to them. But the power sweep is one of them. So here it is on the goal line. They're all crowded in. Usually we run quarterback sneak, but then we ended up running power sweep. Look what happens. Walks in. Backside guard didn't pull. I don't know why. Here it is again. All right. Our wing back, watch here. I think he almost messes up. He kind of steps out. We teach him to step with that right foot down flat and get that down thing. And we'll kick here and run it flat and set a wall right here. But luckily, he doesn't block 8. He lets 8 go wide and watch he blocks the next guy. Boom. So now we got a wall set. Fullback's got a block. He messes up. He's usually a great blocker for us. We ran this play numerous times against this team that night. Here it is again. This is actually to win the game against the team early in the year. I think our center didn't block back again. So you kind of see what happens there, guys. Yeah, center went play side again for some reason. That's one of the guys that came through late, but we still scored. Here it is against this team here to kind of put them away. Everybody's blocking down. Actually outran everybody. Let's watch from the end zone. Everybody should be blocking down. Wingback does a good job. Fullback hits that kid just enough for him to get to the edge. And that's one of the reasons we ran this play was because of that kind of stuff. Here it is again. Got 4 or 5 yards each time. So, I mean, we're always in on that kind of stuff.
Coaches, Rick Stewart with allaccesscoaching.com. I really hope this video helps make you a better coach. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button down below so we can let you know when new content becomes available, because we're all about coaches helping coaches. And remember, coach, better today, never as good as tomorrow.